Can you tell us how your defense has improved with the addition of Nurkic back into the lineup?
Mines are the team.
No, no, the whole team. But
Uh, his
yours if that
presence,
applies. Yeah.
his presence has been significant, and he's a big body that takes up a lot of space. Him and Ennis are different type of players. They bring a lot to the game in different ways. So, Ennis has had his own impact on the game, defensively, and for Nurk to come in, it was a piece that was missing, and so for us, like I said, Nurk brings a big wide presence, and that's what allowed us to get better defense. Like I said, once we're able to get everybody back, that's when we be able to get into a rhythm, and he came back at the perfect time, and so that's what we need, and that's what's going to help us moving forward.
With him rim protecting a little more than what you had, does that give you more room to maybe leave your guy and get in a passing lane once in a while, or block a shot or something away from your man?
No, I still want to be a solid, because I don't want to put that much pressure on them because, if I do be more aggressive in passing lanes, uh, that allows them to, back doors or, attack downhill. We don't want to do that. We don't play like that. So for me, it's still going to allow me to stay the same way, but it's just my presence. I can be a little bit more aggressive on the ball to force him that way instead of just allowing, inviting people to be able to do that.
Thank you.
AJ McCord with Coin.
So, Rocco, Terry said that as you guys figure out how to become better defensively, it's like a feel. You, of course, look at the box score, defensive ratings, but you're starting to feel those quarters that are really benefiting you defensively. What's happening in those quarters that the defense is showing up the way you guys want it to, that it hasn't been in the past?
Like I said, it's Nurk's presence, the addition of Norm. We have so much that we're able to do, within as far as our team, now, and like I said, we got to get guys incorporated and back into the rhythm. So it's just a matter of allowing our defense to get out and get stops, and if we make it easier on ourselves when we do just sit down and get stops. So for us, that's the key, using our defense to propel our offense rather than take the ball out, because it allows the defense to get set up. It allows them to be, see things. But if you're playing in transition, everyone's pretty much scrambling. And, we've been able to create a lot. I think this game we had 11 steals, guys played pretty well. We was in pass lane, we was helping each other, we was talking. So it's just, building that chemistry up for everyone. And that's what we've been doing. So, I think that this road trip was a good start for us, to keep building that confidence and, get more and more, familiar with everything now that we, starting to we have everybody back. So it's just a matter of, keep building off of that.
Jason Quick, The Athletic.
Robert, can you refresh us again on where your defensive roots were established?
Quite honestly, I've always been an okay defender. I just kind of use my instincts and, just out there playing, but really honing in on things is when I got to Philly. Lloyd Pierce, my individual coach at that time, we put a major emphasis on a lot of things. And for me, he did a great job of incorporating, transitioning from guarding people to going down in the offensive end and, being able to catch and shoot or simulating like game-like plays. And so that's where the confidence and everything built. And that's when the repetitions, like we will watch film daily on some of the best defenders there is: Tony Allen, Scottie Pippen, Matt Barnes, Bruce Bowen. Like, it's so many people I can go down the list and name, and something different each day he allowed. And then we worked on that. So it was different things that, he put together for me. And, like I said, at that time, we was big on player development. And I'm a prime example of that. I went from a guy that, wasn't heavily known for defending, but now, I'm one of the most prolific 3-and-D guys in the league, but it's just about that repetition and what I was, put in front of, with them. It gave me a challenge, and I took that challenge head on, and I got better, and I had the right people around me to help me get better. So, over time, the amount of reps and, doing everything allowed me to be who I am today. That team during that time, like, if it wasn't in that moment, I don't know if I would have been able to have that same, type of experience, because like I said, it's about the repetitions of, doing everything.
And your game better than anyone else. How would you rate how you're playing defense this year compared to the rest of your career?
I think I'm up there with the year that I made all defensive team. I see things, my teammates help me in a lot of different ways, and just overall my presence. I think I'm up there in that threshold. And like I said, as we go, I want to be the defensive catalyst for this team, and set the tone and go out there and make my presence felt. And, it build off of that. It gives everybody else the confidence, and, everyone else, kind of feed off me. I want to be that. And that's what drives me.
Jamie Hudson, NBC Sports Northwest.
Rocco, what's it say about this team that you guys able to close out this road trip 4-0 and not overlook the Pistons, especially after having that close first half?
And it was a good, back and forth game in the beginning. But we sat down and guarded in that second half, and, we got the stops that we needed. And, we closed out. We didn't allow them to get back into the game. And that's what we've been at, like, kind of going back and forth. We had leads, but teams would get back in the game. But tonight, we was able to sit down and push that lead up to the point where, we was able to get the guys in, and we was able to rest a little bit. But it's about finishing the games, and tonight was a prime example of what we did. Like, we sat down and guarded for the full however many minutes that we was in the game. In that second half, like I said, the first half was a little bit back and forth, but that second half we kind of stretched out the lead, and then we kind of never looked back. They made their runs, of course, but we never allowed them to make runs enough to get back into the game all the way. And that's what we have to continue to build off, as we move forward.
And last question, going back to Jason Quick with The Athletic.
Robert, how would you describe your relationship with your mask?
Man, if you see my face, I got scars for days. I get hit every game. I got a new one above my left eye. So it's, if I didn't have that mask on, it could be a lot worse, and I probably wouldn't be out there as much as I've gotten hit. But that mask saves me from a lot of different things. I think it's become a magnet, but I'd rather have that magnet on my face than not have it and get hit. So, because the amount of hits that I've had, it could have been a lot worse, and it could have put me out for a little bit longer, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna wear it until I get things fixed and finish out this season up the right way.
All right, thank you, Robert.
So you'll wear it the rest of the year?
Yeah, for sure. There's most definitely I'm wearing the rest of the year. I get banged up, but I'd rather get banged up and have some protection through there than not have none.